This is my 1991 F-150. I'm the second owner of it. First owner was my grandfather. It's the XLT Lariat package, which back in the day that was pretty fancy. But as you can see, there's really not that many fancy things about it. It spent most of its life outdoors in salt country, so quite a bit of rust on it. It has dual gas tanks. Front one's 20 gallons and the back one's 16 gallons. Have a little bit of damage. Logo here, the trim piece got broke off. This got dented in from backing into a tree. Came with the factory bed liner from the factory. It's just got a bunch of stuff in there, toolbox, whatever, jack. This was put on there. It was a canoe rack, because I was hauling canoes. These came up higher and I crossed them here so I could fit two canoes on the top. Then I had one in the box. More rust again on this side. From here to where the muffler connects to the catalytic converter, that broke off in a mud rut. So that from there on is basically brand new. Have the towing mirrors here. Came with those. Lost a little bit of trim again right there, but had a dent right there on the front bumper. That happened last winter when my brakes locked up and I hit a patch of ice and went sliding. I ran into a post of a street sign. Pretty good though for doing about 30-35 miles an hour. That's all that happened. Was able to drive myself out perfectly fine. The front end got buried pretty good though. The lights are all standard pretty much. What I'd like to do is, build up a push bumper or brush guard or something and mount some fog lights down low here. But those are fine for right now. I also am looking to weld up a trailer hitch for the back side too. Pretty much it's cloth, all cloth interior, bench seat, leather steering wheel. I got this fake wood trim stuff, but that was all that came with the fancy package, the XLT Lariat. But I still got the crank windows, and I got four-wheel drive. With auto locking hubs in the front. Those are kind of nice, but they're not always the quickest to engage, but they do engage every time. But then again, I said this is I'm the second owner. There's really not that many miles on it. As you can see here, it's got 96,000, almost 97,000, and those are original miles that it's never turned over. But I still got the standard radio here. It came with it from the factory. And I have the E4 OD, which is a 4-speed automatic, heavy-duty automatic transmission, and a Borg-Warner transfer case. I believe it's the 56. That sounds about right. Yeah, the 56. I think that's the bigger one. If I'm not mistaken. They had 2 transfer cases of these years. But it's got the 302 V8 in it. Like I said, only not quite 97,000 miles. Still runs great. I just put a new tensioner on there with a serpentine belt. I got a K&N filter for the air filter. I put a new thermostat in there. It was getting a little hot. I used the standard 195, which is the OE thermostat for the operating temperature. I did a MSD cap and rotor for the distributor along with MSD spark plug wires. Those MSD Street Fire spark plug wires are fantastic. If anyone is able to get their hands on a set of them, I would recommend doing it. They're really reasonably priced for what they are. I mean, they're amazing. They woke up this truck a lot, gave me a lot more power. I also did spark plugs at the same time. This truck's actually pretty easy to do plugs on just because it's so easy to access. You know, 4 on each side. This side's a little bit harder to access the plugs. The other side's quite a bit easier. But I kept the stock ignition coil though. I think I'll probably just end up leaving it stock. So, I was wondering, I'm getting really crappy mileage, and I got an EGR valve that's rusted shut. And to any of you that know anything about this, well, a bad EGR valve causes bad gas mileage. Cause I don't know, I was wondering that myself. And if it's only for emissions, then I'm not gonna bother getting it fixed. But if it'll give me better mileage, I'll definitely get it fixed. But it starts up and runs pretty nice. Here, I'll start it up. Stock exhaust, so that means it doesn't make too much noise, but I think that'll be an upgrade later on. Maybe a nicer muffler or something like that. You know, I was thinking something about a Flowmaster 40 series or something. I like the way those sound. But all in all, pretty darn good truck. I got for the rear axle, I got the Ford 88. It's a 355 rear end. So, and then the Dana 44 up front for the front axle. So, that's about it.